Step-by-step guide. Understanding the single entry bond for ISF process. Welcome to our video on the role of a single entry bond in the ISF process. In this video, we'll discuss what a single entry bond is, why it's important, and how it works. We'll also provide some tips on how to get the most out of your single entry bond. What is a single entry bond? A single entry bond is a type of surety bond that guarantees that a contractor will complete a project on time and within budget. The bond is issued by a surety company and is typically required by the project owner as a condition of awarding the contract. The single entry bond is so named because it only covers a single project. This is in contrast to a blanket bond, which covers multiple projects. Single entry bonds are typically less expensive than blanket bonds, but they also offer less protection to the project owner. Why is a single entry bond important? A single entry bond is important because it provides protection to the project owner. If the contractor fails to complete the project on time or within budget, the surety company will be responsible for completing the project or paying the project owner for the damages. This protection is important because it gives the project owner peace of mind knowing that they are not responsible for the contractor's failure to perform. It also helps to ensure that the project is completed on time and within budget, which is important for both the project owner and the end user. How does a single entry bond work? When a contractor is awarded a project, the project owner will typically require the contractor to provide a single entry bond. The bond is issued by a surety company and is typically for a percentage of the contract price. The surety company will investigate the contractor's financial history and creditworthiness before issuing the bond. If the surety company is satisfied with the contractor's financial status, they will issue the bond and the contractor can begin work on the project. If the contractor fails to complete the project on time or within budget, the surety company will be responsible for completing the project or paying the project owner for the damages. The surety company will then attempt to recover their losses from the contractor. Tips for getting the most out of your single entry bond. Here are a few tips for getting the most out of your single entry bond. Choose a reputable surety company. The surety company that issues your bond is responsible for completing the project if the contractor fails to perform. It's important to choose a surety company that you trust and that has a good reputation. Read the bond carefully. Before you sign the bond, be sure to read it carefully and understand all of the terms and conditions. This will help you to avoid any surprises later on. Keep your financial records up to date. The surety company will want to review your financial records before they issue the bond. It's important to keep your records up to date so that the surety company can make an informed decision about whether or not to issue the bond. Communicate with the surety company. If you have any questions about the bond, be sure to contact the surety company and ask them for clarification. It's important to keep the surety company informed of any changes to your project so that they can be prepared to fulfill their obligations under the bond. A single entry bond is an important tool for protecting the project owner. By understanding what a single entry bond is, why it's important, and how it works, you can get the most out of your bond and ensure that your project is completed on time and within budget. If you have any questions about single entry bonds, be sure to contact your surety company. They will be able to answer any questions you have and help you to get the most out of your bond.